Stuttering John had a Super Bowl party.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he had people over his apartment. Will and Jason were telling me it's really disturbing.
What?
John's behavior at his Super Bowl party. Like, John really mistreats his wife. Like, John sits his ass down in a chair like a king and holds court. And, like, according to these guys, he gets on his cell phone and calls Susanna from his cell phone and starts telling her to go out and buy beer. Like, he can't even get out of the chair. Like, she's right in the apartment. He calls her in the apartment.
Right, he can't even get up to go to another room. He calls her on the phone.
What's her problem?
I don't know. At first, he wanted to, he wanted more beer because they ran out of beer. So he called the deli, and the deli wouldn't deliver. That upsets him. Then he starts dropping hints to the guys, like, I'll give you 20 if you go buy beer. Because John, it's funny because he's rich and he's poor. He'll pay a guy, he didn't have $1 to tip the cab driver, but he's got 20 to send somebody to buy a $5 six-pack of beer.
It's important.
Where's Jason and Will?
I don't know.
Yeah, come on in, guys, and be real.
What's the deal?
What do you mean?
So you get on the phone to your wife?
Yeah. Let me just say how great my wife is. Let me explain to you this, Howard. I'm sitting on a couch during Super Bowl. This is my day. It's a Super Bowl. I was working all weekend. I was working out in Massachusetts on Friday and Saturday night. So this is my day.
And she was working, though.
She was cleaning, right, dudes? She cleans every beer.
What did you guys see?
Beautiful.
It was actually really convenient for us because as soon as the coffee table got too full up with stuff, she'd come over, clear all the beer cans.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
plates,
They got
awesome.
waitress service.
She's great.
And then you called her on the cell phone and said...
I don't remember that, but did I do that? I don't recall.
Yeah, Susanna was in the kitchen, and after the deli wouldn't deliver the beer, he calls on her cell phone. She answers in the kitchen. He goes, "Yeah, watch this. I'll order us some beer." And then he tells Susanna to go out and get some beer.
And did she do
In the
it?
cold.
She didn't do it.
Damn.
But they were saying that this is the part that was interesting. They're saying that John gets a little bit mean. He could be a little mean.
Like how?
I didn't think it was that mean. It was just funny. I don't know. It was funny too. There was John's brother-in-law they had their baby there, and the baby's like newborn, can't be more than a few months old. And John just kept screaming to get the kid out of the room because he couldn't hear the TV.
Kid kept crying during the game.
They said John was like, shut the kid up or get him out of here.
Are you drunk when this is
Nah, we're having fun. It was a good time. These guys didn't you enjoy yourselves?
A great time.
Is Susanna watching the game or is she just in the kitchen working?
So, Gary, what happens out? Jason will fill you up with, like, these angry thoughts, and then they come in and they're like,
And I got to tell you something. They came to
Gary
me.
has the angry thoughts, not Jason and Will.
They came to me. I didn't go to them and say, what was the party like? They came to me and they go...
Because these two guys are maybe the worst on the radio
know.
I've ever
They're telling
seen.
a story.
They come to me and they say...
Gary comes in, he goes, you got to get Jason and Will in here. They said John was just horrible at his Super Bowl party.
Sometimes he could be mean to his wife.
Yeah, and he's really mean to his wife. And then they come in and they're like, we had a great time.
Because you know
It was
what?
a lot of fun.
They're afraid of John.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
Don't bring them in here anymore.
No, but they told...
You're wasting my time.
They came to me and they go, we got to talk about the Super Bowl party.
Well, let's hear it.
No, first of all, we did have a great time. I don't think Susanna had a great time. And yeah, I mean, the cell phone story was funny, I thought. He's ordering her to get beer and cleaning up after us. But, I mean, that's all
Howard,
I
at my house once, I wanted pizza.
Yeah.
So the phone was upstairs, the cordless. So I took my cell phone and called my wife upstairs and told her to bring down the phone so I could order pizza. Dude, listen, she's great. She understands that I worked all weekend, and there's no story. Last night she gave me a full back rub.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's the best. I mean, Gary just gets jealous, and then he can't wait to compound me about it. Because Gary probably did the dishes on Super Bowl.
I didn't do the dishes, and they came to me. I didn't
Be
go.
honest. Who cleaned your coffee table on Super Bowl Sunday?
Nobody. We were at home. We went to a party.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, what? That's where we were.
Tell Howard the story you were telling me the other day. Come on.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
You didn't want to talk about it, but you should tell him.
Tell it.
If I didn't want to talk about it, I probably don't. But
Tell it. Tell it
But I
anyway.
don't know what it is. No, if I said I didn't want to talk about it, it means I don't want to talk about it.
Tell me what it's basically
No,
about.
I don't want to piss him off because then he'll really be mad.
Just tell me.
All right, Gary, let me, without saying anything, Jackson puked. That story.
Yeah. She wasn't home. Is that the part you want me to tell? My wife wasn't home, and Jackson puked, so I had to clean it up. My wife wasn't home.
And where was she?
Where was she?
Playing tennis.
On a
What day
weekend?
was this?
No, it was like a weeknight. It was funny. She was
Weeknight?
Gone, she was gone for like an hour. She was literally gone for an hour. She left, and Jackson fell asleep. I'm like,
But why? Well, can I ask you a question? Because I don't understand it. Your kids are school age yet? Or
Yeah,
what?
they're school
All right, so
age.
during the day they're not home, right?
Right.
Why can't she play tennis during the day
While the kids are at school.
while the kids are at school? Why do you have to come home from a day's work and be there taking care of the kids? What? Like, can't she stay home when you're home and make it a nice, comfortable evening? For you? I mean, honest to God.
I got Frankenstein laughing in my ear.
Do you believe this guy's wife? I admit it's piggish of you to be calling your wife on your cell phone.
I admit,
and telling her-
you're right.
That's piggish.
I think you're right.
But this he's getting the worst deal.
As good as he is, he still doesn't get anything for being
listen,
that
Do
good.
you ever say to her, gee, I'm gone all day working. The kids are in school. What are you doing the time that the kids are in school?
You know what? She doesn't go at night hardly at all. And when she mentioned it, I think I said go. I don't even think it was like, hey, I want to go. She's like, oh,
Well,
somebody
if you
wants
don't
to play
say
tennis?
go, then you're in the doghouse.
No. She's like, I'm thinking about playing tennis. I was like, absolutely go.
But why is she even asking you? You're a nice guy, so you say, okay, go. Tell her to go play during the day. She's got like 6-7 hours of free time.
I don't think it comes up often to play at night. And
What's she doing right now?
Sleeping.
No, she's getting the kids ready for school.
Kids are at school already.
No, they're not.
The kids will be going to. What time do the kids go to school?
They'll be in school by
9.
8:30.
All right, 8:30. So from 8:30 till 3 o'clock.
Right.
She got free time. All right, there's stuff for her to do. Maybe she go shopping or something. But
What is it to do, really?
I know.
What is it to do?
You got a
There's
cleaning
laundry.
woman? Do you have a cleaning woman?
She comes in once a week. John, you have one?
No.
Oh,
My
you're
wife
you're married to
cleans.
one.
Well, she's home all day. She can't clean the house once a week. Jesus.
Oh,
So true.
You know, John has the opposite story. Did you tell him about your dog going to the bathroom in your?
Oh yeah. The other morning,
Oh, this is crazy.
the other morning, I'm on the way to work. I'm getting up. I noticed my dog took a huge, what, all over the bedroom floor.
Oy.
So I stepped over it. I left a note for my wife. Clean it up.
Like at the time John wrote the note, he could have actually cleaned it up.
Because I had to get to work.
You left
what
it
would
smelly.
happen if Gary left a note?
If my
I
kid,
can't believe John even left a note.
Right. But what would
Should've let
happen
her
if
step in
Gary
it.
left a
the
note?
funniest thing is, I left.
Oh, if Gary left a
Aaron.
note, that would be it. There'd be a divorce.
I left a note on a napkin. I could have just took the napkin and cleaned it up.
Right.
Why? Then you got to wash your hands.
Gary, if my kid puked all over the floor, I would have left it there until my wife came back from tennis. She comes back from tennis. Hey, look what happened.
That'll teach you to go out at night.
Poor Gary.
Gary, poor Susanna. It's married to a nut.
Dude, your wife's out playing.
But the guy can't even clean up a dog doo-doo. You can't even. You left. I mean,
You had to go to work.
Listen, I'm going to work. I work every
get
weekend
that.
like you.
Yeah, what's up?
you never time anyway.
I was at John's house over the summer, and I'm standing in the backyard with him. The dog comes over, takes a poop right next to his feet, and he looks over. Susanna's at the other end of the yard. He goes, Susanna, the dog crapped in the yard. Come clean it up. And she walks all the way over,
Yeah.
right next to him, picks it up, and goes.
What a life.
I'm enjoying myself. Look at this miserable bastard. He's sitting there cleaning up puke, changing his kid's diapers.
John, there was nobody home, and
building a.
should have been
Did you see
there.
his new project? He's building a box car. You see that? He brings it
My
in.
new project is that my son
he's
and I
seeing
are-
like shop guys having them install the equipment into the car.
You're a nut. I mean, don't you do anything with your kids?
Oh my goodness, listen to him laugh.
Yeah.
Jason, how funny was it when Gary brought in that car? Hey, look what they did to the bottom.
Yeah, imagine I worked on a project with my kid. Call
Why
that
are you?
nutty.
Why are
No, you hired a guy to carve it
I
out.
did not hire a guy.
Gary,
I did not.
Gary,
John.
did you? route the wood yourself?
No.
Okay. Who did it?
I went over to my friend's house and he helped me with it.
His friend, his poor friend now, is
thought it was
bothered
a
with
project-
Gary's kid's project.
Yeah, I thought it was a project you and your kid are supposed to do.
One tiny part.
So why are you having your friends do it?
Because he was doing his kids too.
Ken makes a good point.
He was doing his kids
Poor
too.
kid now gonna do Baba Booey's kid's project.
Everyone's involved, the whole community.
John, what do you do with your kids besides ignore them?
Everything.
You don't do anything.
I play ball with
You
them.
don't do
I coach
anything
their
with your
kids. I
kids.
coach them in baseball. I do things I want to do.
Exactly. John just does anything that's competitive.
I ain't gonna clean their puke.
I heard. Yo, listen to this. Listen to what a lunatic John is with his kids. So you know how John's like crazy competitive,
Yeah.
like OCD competitive.
Yeah.
Right. He's got to win at everything. Him and his daughter were hanging around,
This is too funny.
and he goes. His daughter said to him, "Let's have a contest."
No. You.
Oh, I know.
I'll
it is.
tell the story.
Tell the story.
I put my kid to bed every night. I play games with her every night. Like you name that tune, all these different kinds.
All right.
So I had this game because the Giant game was on 8 o'clock. I figured this would be quick. I said, Greta, let's just hold our arms up and see who can put our arms down. Who can hold our arms up the longest.
8 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock at night.
Take a guess what time this game
Hold on.
ended.
Howard, at 11 o'clock at night, she goes, it was still arms up in the air. At 11:09, she goes, Daddy, I'm losing feeling in my hand.
You didn't even let
So I
her
go, well, I guess you lose.
You didn't even let her win.
I'm not going to let her
What a
win.
great Santini.
How's that teaching a kid? You're going to teach
Howard,
him
3 hours and 9
You're
minutes
insane.
with an 8-year-old's arm in the air. Come on.
That's nuts.
Child abuse.
It is.
Hey, listen, she's a good athlete. She had rotator cuff surgery the next day.
Is that the craziest story I've
Hey,
ever
it is
heard?
crazy.
Whatever.
Well, you're both crazy.
Whatever.
Okay, let's do push-ups. Okay, now we're gonna chug some beers.
Yeah, let's just bounce a basketball off her head.
Okay, me and my kid have the best time. We talk all the time. But, I mean, there are certain things that I think that while you're busy working this crazy schedule, you got to fly everywhere and, sign Baba Booey on pictures every weekend, that, you should have your day when you're home on Super Bowl or whatever. You shouldn't be...
During the week, his wife could be out doing whatever. God knows what, that tennis.
She's just smarter than you.
She is.
Well, apparently, according to you, the whole world is.
I'm surprised she hasn't called you on the cell phone and told you to pick up beer.
I mean, what's wrong with you telling her, you know what, do your tennis during
You're missing
the
point.
day?
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Gary.
Oh,
I
come
really
on,
don't
Gary. You don't
care.
want an hour to read or relax at night
I'm
after
hanging
a
out with the kids anyway, whether she's home or
Yeah,
not.
but come on.
You're in denial.
Listen, I'm not in a.
When you tell me these stories, you're not happy about it, but then when you get on the air, you're like suddenly happy about it.
No, I had
You're
no problem with
You're the
that.
most miserable
one.
guy we know.
You're the. I said you're the one who made a big issue of that. I
You're
didn't
very
care.
miserable, though.
I'm not miserable.
Gary,
I'm miserable because I
Come
said
on.
to
You know what, Howard?
John.
He is miserable.
He once pulled me aside and said, "John, you're 90% responsible for for this whole thing on the air about how my wife doesn't do anything." I go, "Gary, you used to pull me aside and complain to me all the time, and now
Not true.
Yeah,
Once in a while,
you used to want to bring this
Howard.
stuff up on the air, but now suddenly things change in his mind. And that's what I talk about.
Revisionist history. of
All right,
John
enough
is
of this,
useful.
because we could just go on all day.
It's boring. to the audience.
It's boring.
To hear me and John
Wonderful.
argue, and John makes stuff up as he goes along.
I'm not making it. What did I make up?
Enough for you. Really enough for you.
What did I make up?
I don't want to
Enough.
get into
He's
what we
right,
just
he's
said
right.
we're not
It's
going to get
enough.
into.
Look, Baba Booey's got a problem. No question about it.
Yeah, John.
No.
Oh, come on. See, you transfer. I mean, it's really your wife, but you take it out on me.
All right. Thank you guys.
Dr.
Hey,
John.
hey, Howard, I wanted to say that we really do get in the caught in the middle between these two. Like, I think they really don't like each other, and we like both of them. And I think whenever they hear a version of a story, it's always like, oh, John was, such an a-hole to these guys, or you know what I mean, or Gary, vice versa, when John
All
hears
right.
it.
It doesn't matter.
I know, I just...
I walk in the other day, and I hear John claiming that Robin tried to make out with him in the car.
She
He
did.
does. Oh, here we go. John, how
Robin.
did you say that?
Robin,
what happened?
go ahead.
I had driven him home one day, and for months, every once in a while, he'd just say, "Why don't you give me a kiss?"
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
this is
wanna
way before I was
kiss you.
married.
I don't want to kiss you. Get out of my car.
Right.
And so this would go on and on and on. And one day I drove him to someplace, and he would not get out of the car. He's like, come on, Robin, kiss me. Kiss me. Please kiss me. Give me a kiss. Just a little kiss. And I'm like, John, I have to go. Get out of the car. Oh, come on. Kiss me. Oh, a little kiss. What could it hurt? Da, da, da. And it goes on and on and on. He won't get out of the car.
Howard,
So-
it took 10 seconds, by the way.
No, it did not take 10
Please.
seconds. Finally, I'm like, okay. I lean over. He tries to jam his tongue in my mouth, and I screamed. And now he's been claiming ever
Howard,
since then
Howard.
that I tried to tongue kiss
Here's
him.
the truth. You want to
Go ahead. What's your version?
The true
So we pull
story.
over for 10 seconds.
Pull over? I didn't pull over. I pull up.
Yeah, you dropped me off.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. She pulls over
Not
the
like
side
I'm
of the street.
Stop in the car.
So she's about to drive me over. I go, come on, give me a kiss. You know you're attracted to me. So then, so she leans over. Now, so our heads meet in the middle.
How else am I going to give you the
She's going to
kiss
kiss me on the
get you out
lips.
of
Wait. Robin, be honest. Aren't you going to kiss me on the lips?
Yeah, you was insisting on a lip kiss because
Okay.
every other time I
Howard,
kissed you
if
on
she
the
wasn't
cheek,
attracted to me, would she kiss me on the lips?
I was trying to get you out of my
Get
car, and
outta
I
here.
was giving you a peck.
While she
and
gave me
you
her
jammed-
alleged peck, her mouth was open.
It was not open. It
And
was
I
open,
swear to
screaming.
you,
I can't believe you're trying to put your tongue in my
Howard,
mouth.
I swear to you, she put her tongue in my mouth.
Right. You
I'm
would
telling
know what you would know what
Her
my
ma-
tongue felt like. You nutcase.
Who pecked somebody with their mouth open? Her
Nobody.
mouth was open.
There was no mouth
Oh.
open. He was jamming his tongue between clenched lips and teeth.
Her mouth was open, Howard.
John,
and you know what? I don't know
John.
if her tongue came into my mouth
Oh,
or
it
my
did
tongue
not.
went into her mouth.
Nothing-
But our tongues.
He's acting as if this was a long kiss. There wasn't even. He immediately tried to jam his tongue in
12
my mouth.
seconds
There
long.
was no.
The kiss was 12
mashing.
seconds long? Wow.
He's lying.
Nah, I'm
Howard.
only
You're
kidding.
gonna
It was
listen
a-
to him?
No.
No, Howard, it was like 3 seconds long.
And you're
Not
saying
even.
she opened her mouth to tongue you.
In
She
3
opened her
seconds, no.
mouth.
So
In
why didn't
3
you do it?
seconds, you
Because
can hardly
I was
know.
confused if she really was trying to make.
Wait, let me understand
In
this.
3 seconds, he was confused.
you-
You're acting as if there's
Howard,
invalidity
you asked her
to
for a
anything
kiss.
Yes.
he
All right.
says.
Now,
Let's say so she leans over to kiss you on
Yeah.
the lips.
Yeah.
So let's say your version's true.
Okay.
So she starts to want to tongue you. So why didn't you tongue her?
Well, because it was embarrassing. Like her mouth opened and my mouth was a little opened.
Get out.
No, Robin, that's true.
You're
the,
full
the
of
only
crap.
thing that I can't remember exactly was if my tongue went into her mouth or her tongue went into my mouth. But
No.
I think.
In three,
Or maybe my tongue just hit her lips.
A 3-second kiss. It was much shorter.
Or like
First
maybe
of
her
all.
tongue hit my lips or my tongue hit her. But
What
it
do
was-
you think, Gary?
I think that if Robin was so into you, why did it stop? And why
Oh, I
did
don't
it
think she was so
why did it
into
never
me.
happen again?
But Howard, you remember the Channel 9 days? Everyone used to think, like Dan Foreman, he used to always think that that Rob and I were a couple, and he still
What?
What?
Dan Foreman was convinced that me and Robin were having
No one
sex.
was ever saying
Robin,
that.
you remember that?
No.
I never.
Oh, ask
I
Dan.
spent every day.
Can you believe anything?
I
he
spent
says?
every day of my life with Dan.
I
He never
swear
once
on
said
my
that
life,
to me.
call Dan. Dan used to pull me aside and go, "Come on, you're banging Robin, aren't you?" I swear, he used
See,
to
you know
ask
what?
me.
I think like Robin gets pals, right? Like Ralph's been a pal, and all the time that Ralph and Robin spent together, I never thought they were a couple. And John was a pal like that. John was Robin's movie pal.
Even my
and when she
girlfriend
needed a
Karen at the
date
time
pal-
thought that me and Robin had something going on.
No
was-
one. I don't know anyone who thought that.
Me neither.
Well,
John,
wait,
this
first
is
I'm
why
hearing
I
of
say
it.
you can't
Wait,
put
wait,
any validity in
Oh,
anything he says.
Okay, wait. If Dan Foreman talks to you, Howard, and he tells you that he did ask me that, then do you believe me?
Dude, here's the thing.
Yeah.
All I know is if Robin leaned over and started to tongue you, why wouldn't you do it?
Right.
No, it was a.
So how
it
could
was a
that be
quick-
true?
It was a quick moment.
But if you're saying
Well,
she
then
she
if I
wanted
wanted to
it.
kiss you, why did I pull away in a quick moment?
When I shut the door of the car and walked out, I said, "That was really. I should tell everybody about this.
You're so
that was so
Why
weird."
is it taking you all these years?
I've been
Because
t-
it took you all
I've been
these
telling this story
years
for 10
to
years.
Think of this lie.
You know what? Robin Quivers, Nikki's earring, they all want him, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
everybody
Oh, stop
wants
it.
him.
You know what, Gary?
You gotta
It's
have
not-
him.
Nikki's earring, I think.
Yeah, come on. I mean, I didn't.
I
say
don't know
that.
what's
She
going
said
on with the two of you.
I didn't say that. She said it on the show. I have nothing to do with Nikki's earring. She said she could fall in love with me. I
You
didn't
know,
make
it
that
wasn't
up.
real.
Stop.
You were in a jungle.
Well, whatever. All I was doing was.
What did you do with Nikki's earring? What did
reporting
you
it.
do with Nikki's earring?
I didn't do anything with Nikki's earring. I swear on my life. Howard, how can I even if I wanted to? There's cameras all over every second of the time. As soon as we got back, she was banging Chris Judd.
All right. Good. I know you're carrying on. Everybody.
Allegedly, apparently she didn't want to talk about it.
All right.
But the point is,
John's
if Robin
escapades.
wanted to kiss you so badly,
How come it never happened again?
yeah, how come it never happened again? Well, why would she pull away from something
Because you know what, Karen,
that she wanted to do?
I think I was even with Karen at the time. I don't remember. It was a weird thing.
So funny.
I don't think that she was like totally in love with me, but I think that
Totally.
if I would have
a
like
little bit in
A
love.
little bit. She
if
had a
I would
crush
have
on you.
I think she had a crush on me.
I'm a prize.
Robin, who else do you kiss on the? Have you ever pecked Gary on the lips?
Gary doesn't nudge me begging for kisses.
It's true.
All right.
I don't.
Have you ever pecked Howard on the lips?
Yes.
Well, we all know you're in love with him.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So you're claiming Robin wanted it.
I'm claiming that she kissed me with her mouth open, and I thought that was weird. Oh, that's funny.
That's so funny.
You started sounding like Kobe Bryant.
So funny.
I am.
Yeah, she wanted
She's the
it.
older
She had
one
her
here.
mouth-
She was raping me.
Smooth, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you the exact scenario. You ever see Charlie Brown when Lucy kissed Snoopy?
No.
That's what happens. Dog germs. You better get your mouth sterilized, Rob, from kissing John.
Yeah, if you tongue John, you should get your mouth sterilized.
I didn't tongue him. He was trying to get his tongue in my mouth.
Let me ask you a question. Did our tongues hit?
No.
Yeah,
Did
Greg, you're on the air.
No. All right. So maybe they didn't.
All right, Greg, you're on the air.
Good morning. The one thing I can't figure out is why John's abducted.
We can't understand you with these cell phones, man. Boy, cell phones are ruining radio. I'm thinking of having a ban on cell phones.
Yeah, but everybody who listens is driving right now.
Yeah, but then they call in and you can't hear them.
They should restrain themselves because we can't hear them.
Right. All right, I got to take a break.
Yeah, we'll never figure out John and his kiss.
Howard,
He's made a second into a whole story.
Well,
Yes,
it is
Mr. X.
It is funny.
Hey, I pity that fool, that stuttering fool. He kissing on my woman like that.
You know, Howard, I told Mr. X a story, and he kind of believed it, too.
Yeah, right.
No, yes, he did. He did. He even,
Please.
he even said to you, Robin.
Oh, you're
Come
so
on.
funny. You're so funny.
He pulled, when we had dinner once, he, said something in private to me about it.
Yeah? What? Like what?
I forget now.
Yeah. Please.
Wow.
Listen, you're a single woman, older. You probably wanted a young stud.
Hey, yes, Mike, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going? Hey, now.
Hey, now.
I believe the story with John. It doesn't. It sounds like to me that she's lying about it. She's hiding something, and
Hiding something.
If we did a lie detector test, Howard, it would come,
Here we go with
it would come out that she did kiss me on the lips and her mouth was open.
Right.
That much
Sure.
would come. Robin, your mouth wasn't open at all?
No.
Hey, just the way that Robin is getting defensive, it sounds like she's.
You know
hiding.
what? But this is what John is like an avalanche falling on you. He starts promoting his story. None of this stuff ever happened, and you have to
Howard,
start
do you remember the
fighting
Channel
back, or
9 show?
he gets to write the story.
Do you remember the Channel 9 show?
No, I completely forgot.
Okay. I used to spend the whole time with Robin in her dressing room. You don't remember that?
Oh my God!
I wasn't aware of that. I was so busy working, John. I didn't know. But what?
You didn't spend any whole
We used
time.
to drive
John
there together
would
every time.
go to sleep in my dressing room. Remember, I used to go to the hotel and take a nap.
You used to put your makeup on in front of me. You used to change.
I didn't put my own makeup on. I was in a makeup room.
It shows you she's not into you. No chick puts her makeup on in front of a dude.
But I didn't put my makeup on.
Well,
I
you
was
used to
in
get
the makeup
ready in
room.
there with me in there. You remember?
I did not, John. You'd have to leave when it was time for me to get dressed.
Howard, call Dan for me.
He had no
You were in
place
there when
to
Robin
go.
got dressed, so you saw her body.
No. She would make me leave when she got dressed. No, Gary saw her body.
I know, but what are you saying?
No, but she used to get ready. I don't remember, I used to hang out in there the whole time. It was the only place I would
And
sleep
when I
there.
came, remember, you'd have to leave because it was time for me to get dressed.
Well, my
That's
point
when
is,
I
if she
got
hated
there.
my guts, or she would let me hang out in the dressing room the whole time with her, talking. She would drive me there.
No, John. John, I had a car.
Yeah. So did Fred and Jackie. What do you mean? So
You
why
were
did I
in the
always...
car with me when I went over to Channel 9?
Yeah, you don't remember with the time in the Cross Bronx when you were trying to beat traffic and you were...
That was one time that I drove myself. Most of the time,
Howard,
I had a
Howard.
car
Yeah.
driving me there.
I'm just enjoying this.
Howard,
Yeah.
by the way, what designer sunglasses do you wear that we always see you with on the E! Show?
What sunglasses do I wear in these? They're Serengeti.
Those are cool, actually.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, people seem to like them. I had another pair and I lost them. I don't
How
know
much
where
they
are.
cost?
I don't know. I bought them at I-Man.
What's that?
It's a
Optical store?
optical place in Manhattan. But I don't think they carry them anymore. I don't think they make these. I should have bought a couple hundred
And
pair.
also, Howard, when Robin kissed me, she was heavy then.
Oh, boy.
She had a huge butt.
Here
And
we go.
if like now, I swear to you, now I would bang her in a second, if I wasn't
John,
married. But
So what are
then,
you saying back then you didn't want to do it?
Channel
not really.
Nine
She was heavy. She
Then
had.
why were you asking her to kiss you if you weren't
Well,
attracted?
because I liked her enough to make out, or maybe accept oral, but I wouldn't bang her.
You piece of crap. You couldn't get that off me anytime.
All right, we're going to take a break. I'm sorry to
Heavy
show.
then. Now he's like throwing that. I never heard that part before.
What?
Now that was when I was heavy. I don't even know.
I
when
told you the
this
other day
happened.
that now that you're so skinny, you're actually become like way more attractive. In the old days, you used to eat way too much.
John, you're too funny. You're an amazing man.
Remember when she was wolfing down like
here.
7 hamburgers a day?
That wasn't when we were kissing, John. You're a crazy man. Now he's mixing history during the Channel 9 days.
all
I
right.
was there.
All right. Well, then how did you get heavy? What?
No.
Slim
And
fast?
This happened at the time of Channel 9, right?
Well, okay. No, this was after Channel 9.
Oh, here we go. It was after Channel 9. Then I didn't drive
It was when you
myself
were
at
heavy,
all.
so it was either before. It was. I don't know exactly
John,
the date.
just stop. You're making up stories
No, I'm
and
not.
mixing
You were heavy
genres
for.
and eras.
Robin, you were heavy
and
for
all of
the
this
whole 20
stuff.
years I've known you.
Right, fine, whatever. I can show you pictures when you knew me when I wasn't heavy.
Yeah, for 3 months when you were on Nutrisystem, you
Sure.
she looked like an Ethiopian.
Okay,
Remember?
right.
All right, you two lovebirds have to take this
This is the
somewhere
guy
else.
who was begging for a kiss, all right? What's your problem?
What do you mean? I was horny, single. Like I said, I would.
But I was a mess, so what the hell is wrong with you?
You're still attractive. You
What
were just.
the hell is
you were-
wrong with you?
You were attractive.
Evidently, you weren't that big a mess.
No, you were attractive for oral.
No, either I'm a mess or I'm not.
Howard, you know what I'm. Some you'll take except oral
my
from.
God.
I ain't
You know
getting into
what?
this.
You're crazy. You're a crazy man. And just leave me alone
By the
now.
way, this goes on all day.
Yeah, John with his stories, trying to convince people of something.
I left here yesterday. This was going on. I had to leave. I couldn't even.
I walk out of this every day.
Well, that's right. This conversation has been going on for a while. So don't stop lying. Tell Howard this is a new thing. We've been talking about this for 10 years.
Right.
All right, I got to take a
You're
break.
crazy, John.
When we come back, the woman who does that voice of those sex audio tapes, she's going to come in.
She's sweating, Howard. Look at her forehead. She's sweating.
What does that mean?
Because you know it's the truth.
All right, whatever, John.
She's sweating.
Whatever.
Look how
That's how you tell the truth, whether I'm telling the truth
I'm
or
not
not.
sweating.
I have a tell. Okay.
You do?
I guarantee you, Robin would take a lie detector test and pass it.
That's right.
How much you want to bet?
Oh, here we go.
How much you wanna bet?
I hate this. Now he's got to take one, and I've got to take.
Yeah.
You take the lie detector test. Forget me.
No.
Tell
No.
me.
Look,
What do you mean, no,
Howard.
No.
Look how reluctant,
What do you mean,
OJ.
no? If your story is true, your lie detector will come out.
So why don't we both
positive.
take it?
No, you
Oh,
take.
because you'll get in trouble with Mr. X.
What difference does it make?
That's why I'm telling you. He'd be pissed if she turns out lying.
Doesn't he have any?
He pour more than
inclination
water on you.
That there's only one true story,
I don't know.
Howard, then why don't we do it?
so he can take the lie
What question
detector
would you
test.
ask Robin if you had your opportunity?
Okay. Did she open her mouth?
Oh,
When she kissed?
Yes, I definitely wanted an open mouth
She
kiss
opened her mouth. It was longer than.
all right, so in
she
other
was
words,
claiming.
Robin's hooked up to a lie detector, and the guy goes, "Did you kiss John with your mouth open?"
Okay, and then she's gonna say no, and it's gonna go bam.
Then you put on the thing and take the lie
All
detector
right, so let's
test.
do it. Let's
go
find
ahead.
out once and for all.
Only one person needs to take the test, John.
But it should be you.
No, why should it be me?
Howard, who's more fun for it should be?
You.
It's not a question of fun. It's a question of whose interpretation you believe. So both of you would have to take the test.
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking any test. He can take.
See,
the
I'm
test
willing to take it,
because
Howard.
I've
I
taken-
know what happened.
I'm the one always taking the lie detector test around here. I'm tired of it. Let him prove that his story
Who's
is
suddenly
true.
becoming guilty here?
Howard, he doesn't even believe his story.
Yes,
That's
I do.
what I'm counting.
All right.
He doesn't even believe
Of course I believe it, so then why don't you take
You
the test?
don't believe it? This is you making up things to enhance and get in here and have some airtime.
I didn't. This wasn't about airtime.
Of course it has,
If
but
it was
you
about Howard, if it was
lied.
about airtime, wouldn't I have pulled you
You
aside one
have-
day?
What is
Oh,
it?
See, the
please.
discussion out there is that John would absolutely pass a lie detector test.
Let's put him on it then.
Not because it happened, but John has convinced himself it happened.
He doesn't
Oh,
even
Baba
believe
Booey,
this story, Gary. I know he doesn't.
Well, we
Yeah.
think he does. We think that.
No. I believe that our mouths were open. The only thing that
He's
was
not
was
even
if
sure
no,
of
the
that.
only
All right, I
thing
gotta
if
get
the
out of
tongue's
this.
hit or not. I'm not sure. I know that my tongue hit something, but maybe it was her lip or something, or her teeth. I don't know.
But she pulled her head
That
back.
means his tongue was out, which is my story.
Or maybe your tongue hit my
No.
tongue.
You told them yesterday I tried to put my tongue in your mouth. Now
Yeah.
you're saying
Yeah,
my
because our
tongue
tongues hit.
something.
I can't remember if it was mine in your mouth or yours in my mouth.
Crap, John.
No, it's not, Howard.
You're
I-
saying the two of you tongue.
Yeah, I
No.
think our tongues
No, he
hit at
wasn't
some
saying
point
that.
during
He
the kiss.
said
When I
his
left your
story
car,
was that I
when I
tried
left
to
her
put
car, Howard,
my
I said,
tongue in his mouth.
I think our as I left the car, I said, I think our tongues just touched.
Yes, because you were poking your tongue out, but
No, I
I
wasn't.
ran away.
Get out of here! Ran away.
Yes, I ran away.
Ran away.
I
She's driving.
screamed
She
and
ran away.
No, from you
A
in the
liar.
car. I retreated.
Why don't you
You're
take
a
the
nut.
test?
This is the
Take the
funniest thing.
Take the test.
Why do I have to take a test?
Gary,
It's no
come
big
on.
Deal.
Come on.
Take a test
I think
yourself.
that what should happen is both of you guys should take
I'm
a
not
test.
going to go under any lie detector anymore. Test John if you want
Guilty.
to test somebody.
All right.
Fred,
Guilty.
Fred.
I say both have to take the test.
You can say
I
all
believe
you
John
want.
is
I'm
making-
tired
Oh, of
being-
course you do,
I
I
Fred.
get challenged every moment.
No, because John, you changed your story 5
No, I
times
didn't.
during the. Go back and listen to
I
the tape.
gotta
I
end
said
this.
our tongues,
Get
I
back and
think,
listen to
hit,
the
but I
tape.
This is what
cannot
I've
be
been trying to
sure.
tell you. He changes his story.
He changed
over
his story
the years.
5
No, hold on.
Really
Hold on.
First it was during the Channel
No,
9
I have
show.
to
Hold on,
That
Howard.
wasn't during
the
the
thing
Channel
I'm
9.
saying is our mouths were both open.
No,
I don't know
wasn't.
if my tongue hit her tongue, if her tongue hit my tongue, if my tongue hit. That's
Let's
the only
have
thing.
the FCC investigate
Yeah.
while they're doing the Janet Jackson investigation.
Yesterday it was Robin tongued me.
Yeah, I think she
That's
tongued
right.
me.
See, this is what
Gary,
I'm telling
I
you.
think our tongues touched.
No,
Well,
it
now
wasn't
he's
that your
changing
tongues
it again.
touch. It was that she stuck her tongue out at
Yeah,
you.
he wasn't saying
Gary, when
he
your
stuck
mouths are
his tongue
closed,
anywhere.
well, your mouth is probably impossible, but when your mouths are open and kissing, Howard, right? You can't remember if your tongue was out into her mouth or her
John, did
wasn't.
we have our arms around each other? What was going on there?
I think maybe my arm was.
Oh, you're
was-
crazy now.
Next he's
Now
gonna have
you're
Well, I mean, how do we
Now
kiss?
you're
Well,
out of your mind.
okay, Robin, I had my arms behind my back. I mean, come on.
You're too funny.
And by the way,
You're
she
too
leaned into
funny.
me too, Howard. It
Here
wasn't
we
just
go.
me leaning into her.
I was driving a car. It's a big car. If I was going to kiss you, I had
Well,
to
then
lean
why would you
over.
lean over and
It's
go to
like
kiss me
you-
on the lips?
Because I was going to give you a kiss.
Why?
Because you begged me
Oh,
to.
come on.
What? Oh, this was my idea, John?
Do you kiss all your men
No,
that you
it
don't
wasn't
like on the lips?
my idea. Was
If
it
you hated
my
me so much
idea?
and you were
was
so-
it my idea?
No, it was my idea.
All right, then.
I'm the
Who
man.
was asking for it?
I'm the man.
Although you did give into it.
I was sick of him. This was going on for months
Listen,
and
you
months
remember
and
what-
months and months.
Howard.
Should have never happened.
Remember how
And
Karen
now
was sick of
I
me?
stay away from him.
Remember how my girlfriend was so sick of me? She asked the producers to keep her away from me. Then what happened a year later?
Right.
She was with me for 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. He can wear anybody down.
That's right, and I wore you
But
down.
I didn't
You just
give him
admitted it.
any tongue kiss.
I wore you down.
You're a crazy man.
Yeah, look who's crazy. You're the one not taking
I rest my
You're the
case.
one not taking the
I
test,
rest
Robin.
my
Look at you sweating in
case.
there.
I rest my case.
You're the one not taking the test.
Fine,
Yes,
John.
Joe, you're on the air.
Whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
Boy, to Robin, what is wrong with you? What happened in your life that you would with your mouth?
I can't understand this guy. I tell you, the phone calls are not the quality. Am I right? Could
Yeah, you can't
You
hear
hear other
anything.
shows and the calls sound better.
There's something wrong with our equipment. I know it. You
Yeah, I've
can't-
never heard this on other radio shows.
I know. John, you're on the air.
No, it's Callie. Yo, John, you're the worst phone screener. You should be back out on the streets interviewing people doing that. You should just shut up already. Everyone knows you're an idiot.
Thank you, Callie.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Howard. I just want to tell Robin, I love you. I want to kiss you. Mi chocolate, mi amorcita, te amo. Te quiero dar un beso. Mua, 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 mua.
Hey, Robin.
Yes, you still here?
Have we told each other that we loved each other?
Oh my
Huh?
God! Here we go.
Have we?
Here we go. Yes, in the most amorous moments.
Linda, go ahead. You're on the air.
We have. I'm telling you.
I believe that.
Howard, I have a theory. I think Susanna has a grand plan. When that woman comes to her senses and goes to the divorce lawyer, is he going to have a field day with the grounds for divorce? He's going to pay through the nose for that waitress service he's getting.
Right.
Only 50% is allowed.
He is so
only
delusional.
50% is
He is the most delusional man when it comes to relationships and people.
Oh, why? You don't clean up after your husband? Ever?
No, he helps me. We're a team.
I'll tell you what. My mother always cleaned up after, like cleaned the table and did all that work.
My mother did too,
All
but
right, so?
we have
So-
more
so was
respect
your father
for
an idiot
each
too?
other.
Is your father an idiot too?
My father is passed away. Thank
All right, well, was that...
Yeah, but your father...
My father did expect that kind of treatment,
Yeah, but your
and I
father-
saw that growing up.
But
when you actually have to live it, and you're working your butt off, and
Hey,
your husband comes home and
hold on.
expects to be waited on, I'm sorry.
Why am I busy with John's problems?
No,
I gotta
know.
move. I got
I'm
a
not
ton of
asking you
great
to be.
stuff to do today.
I didn't ask to be in
Holy
here.
mackerel! I know. It's enough already.
It's fine.
I don't know what happened between you two.
Well,
It
she
sounds
won't
like
take a
something
lie
happened.
detector test.
Something
with just
happened.
An admission of
You
guilt.
can-
Something went on.
Then, you know what? Indulge all of you can
Well,
indulge
Howard, at
yourself
the very
in
least, she
fantasies.
kissed me on the lips, right?
Right.
Like I've never kissed any other person on the lips before.
listen, I don't kiss
I think you can get a number of men in here, and they'll never say I tried to jam my tongue
and one
in their
had
mouth.
you over a sink.
All right. All
I'm
right.
not talking about him. He had my tongue in his mouth.
All right. Listen, you two lovebirds. I got to take a break. I'm tired of this. I'll tell you what. I bet you would never kiss Benji on the lips, no matter how.
Thank you, Howard. That's a good point.
Oh my goodness! I didn't want to kiss John. John skeeves me, but I had to get him out of my car. It was one of those days. He was not gonna leave.
Get out of here. What a lame excuse.
Sure.
All right. Why don't we take a break? You two work this out.
I don't have anything to work out.
You guys remind me of those two people on Star Trek who were eternally locked in battle.
But that's what it's like with John. Life with John is being locked in an
Oh, yeah. So why have you told me that you love me?
Because I had to get that again.
Oh, here we go, Howard.
Let me tell you.
Let's hear the BS
He'll
here.
say, Robin, you love me, don't you?
Oh.
You love me.
Okay.
Go ahead and say it. Please say it. You know you love me. You got to say it.
All right.
So you spend a year hearing that, and you finally go, yes, I love you, John. Get away
Get
from me.
out of here. Oh, stop.
How do you think she said it to you?
She said, there'll be
I
times
walked
where
up
I'm just
to
hanging
you.
out, and I'll be like, I'll say I love you, and she'll say I love you too, or something like that.
No. Ask the guys in the hall. There are days that John sidles up to me with that look in his eye, and he always grabs me and mauls me. And then he'll go, oh, I love you. You know you love it too. And I was like, yeah, I
that
love
was your
you,
story
John.
about
That's
Jackie.
Right.
You've told me you love me. It's like we were just we all
Sure.
hanging around when you
All
said.
right, sure.
All right.
I have no recollection of it.
Oh, of course not. You block everything out.
Then I'm definitely telling the truth.
All right. You know what? I love this, but I have to move along. We're going to be back right after these words.
All right, John, what happened, man?
What?
What happened?
I'm just looking at the calls. What do you mean what happened? I told the story about Robin and I kissing, and we have our memory is true that we both our memory is the same when it comes to the kiss. So we both kissed, we both bent over, we're both admitting to that. I'm saying that our mouths, at least from my recollection, our mouths were open. Now, when I left the car, I thought either my tongue hit her tongue, or my tongue hit something. So I don't know what it was. I don't know if Robin's tongue hit my tongue or her teeth hit my tongue, but I know that my tongue hit something. And then I'm questioning myself, did she give me the tongue? And that's the thing. I'm not saying she, did, and I'm not saying she definitely did. I'm saying she did. I'm just saying that I know that. From my recollection, that something hit.
Hey, so what's going to happen next? Is there going to be a lie detector?
She won't do it, which is, if you ask me, is an admission of guilt. Because I'm ready to do it. Because, I know when I left that car, I was like, I think we just, made out.
There, me, Robin, Fred, you, Artie, no Benji, actually. Actually, Benji wasn't there. Interesting. But
it was a good dream.
Friday. Oh, yeah. No, actually, this was such a weird dream. And then, Gilbert Gottfried was backstage, and so was Adam Carolla. And the show was like an evening with Howard Stern and friends, and I was going to come out and talk to the audience, and then, do this whole show. I don't even know what the hell the show was. So the first person I introduce is Adam Carolla. And Adam comes out, and he starts, doing stand-up to the audience, and he goes for the show started at 8 o'clock, he went to almost 11 o'clock, and I didn't realize it. I mean, I knew he was talking for a long time, because I was sitting there watching him, and I was kind of just sitting on the stage with him while he's talking, and he was funny and everything, but then at 11 o'clock, everybody got up and left, he was done, and I went backstage. I said, I don't know if anyone's coming back, because, we still have tons of show to... I mean, I haven't even opened my mouth yet.
The audience was done.
The audience was done. They went home, and I went, oh, man. I don't know what the audience thought of this show, because I'm sure they were expecting an evening with Howard Stern.
And it was all Adam Carolla.
It was all Adam.
Hey, look, that's 3 hours of funny stand-up. That's hard to do.
That's right. It wasn't that he wasn't funny, either. He was doing great. He was killing.
Well, then they had a great show.
I guess, but, it was weird. I came back, and, everyone was kind of like, oh, wow. It was weird. And I go, yeah, kind of. I thought Adam was going to do, 5 minutes. Or he was going to do 3 hours.
Somebody forgot to tell him.
So what's that mean, Robin?
Oh, my goodness.
You're a psychiatrist. You're trained, or nurse or psychiatrist, same thing.
Means you want to bang Adam Carolla.
Means Adam is my father, and...
Well, how did you feel about it?
I don't know, it's kind of nice that somebody went out there and took the responsibility for the show, but at the same point, I was kind of like, gee, things didn't go the way I wanted them to, but I wasn't angry, but I was mad at myself, really, for letting things get out of control. I should have taken control.
So what are you not taking control of in your life?
You.
Oh, right.
And our anal.
Oh.
That's one. To be honest with you.
It's very respectful.
And I think what you're trying to tell me right now is that I should go for it.
No, there's something probably in your life that you think somebody else is steering your ship, and you're...
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Upset about it.
What do you charge now? It's got to be better than what my guy charges.
Yeah, I think I'll take $10 less than he does now.
Oh. But, yeah, there's a laundry list of things I don't take charge of. I mean, where do you want me to begin? Well, at least it wasn't one of those dreams where Adam was banging Beth or something.
Right.
You know.
You've had those
At least
before?
you got that under control.
No. There was a dream almost like that, but she threw up.
Oh,
So he couldn't finish.
that makes sense.
Thank God.
I always with dreams like that. Like I always wonder how specific people get. Like you can't remember like specific jokes he was saying, or you know.
Yeah, did he have a whole routine written out that you could copy down?
You know what? He did say specific jokes. It's funny.
Can you remember them?
I'm so bad at remembering dreams, but I remember sitting there like listening to the material. Plus, I'd been watching that Last Comic Standing again.
It was just in your head.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, but they had a lot of talented people on that show. The only problem with the show is
That was on late. How did you see that?
I was watching yesterday's show on TiVo, the rest of it, and then I haven't watched last night's, but
Yeah, because I TiVo'd last night since you talked about it so
Yeah.
much.
it's good. But the problem with that show is I'm hearing that a lot of the comics who make it into the finals are people who already even have, like, sitcom deals and stuff.
See, that's not right.
Yeah.
Well, of the people that I heard are on it, a lot of them have had shows on the
Right,
air.
yeah. And Will Durst has had several HBO specials, but...
There's one girl who I heard was doing it who's actually a friend of mine. Her name's Sue Costello. She had a sitcom on Fox for like 2 weeks, and then it got canceled.
That's pretty good. But I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's sort of having made it.
Thank God they do that.
Because you don't want some real scrubs.
Yeah, it's not like American Idol where it's just funny. It's like you get...
You have to live with these people.
Comics need to be doing it 7, sometimes 10 years before they're any good. And
Look at Rodney Dangerfield's career.
Yeah.
Look at how long it took him to hit.
It's just so hard to keep coming up with more and more material, so... I mean, you know. And see here, coming up next week, Hoobastank is going to perform live today. We got a bunch of people. We got this chick coming in.
You know.
It says she's a chef that cooks in the nude. I don't even remember why I booked this. It seemed funny to me. I think she said we could do whatever we want to her, but I think she's kind of chubby. And I don't know.
She is?
Like, meaning like we could go over and feel her up while she's cooking and stuff.
But
and
you don't want to.
I don't think we're going to want to.
Yeah.
What's she cooking?
I don't know, man. Like,
Artie will eat whatever she cooks.
I don't know. I forget why we're...
Are we going to have a whole cooking setup in here?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bad idea. There must have been something I know is funny about it. I got to go look at my notes.
Yeah.
That's not today.
Yes, that's today.
Yeah, Buddy Buns is her name.
Oh.
Buddy Buns.
No,
She doesn't
Bunny.
sound- Bunny?
Bunny Burns.
Bunny Burns.
What was Bunny Buns?
Bunny Burns.
It is today the 10th anniversary of our wires getting cut when we were in Cleveland celebrating our #1 status.
Wow, was that 10 years ago?
Yeah, Bill Alford will call in. He's the guy who cut the wires. He wants to apologize, so
All right.
I'll listen to that.
10 years too late.
A little late, but nevertheless. On the 10th anniversary, he'd like to apologize for his... I always thought it was kind of a compliment because as annoying as it was when we were trying to do a broadcast, it was like the other radio stations in Cleveland were so lame that the only thing they could think to do was to cut the wires so that we couldn't be heard.
I am sorry.
Like the general manager or one of those guys had put out a memo or a sort of a talk saying, do whatever you can to disrupt this guy's broadcast.
Well, see, this is just like the presidential order on abuse in the prisons, you know.
That's right.
Do whatever you can to soften up those prisoners.
Right, and then they kind of say, well, we didn't mean that. We didn't mean you're going to get guys naked and lead them around on dog collars. But
See how
they
those
do.
orders always go bad on you.
We're lucky they didn't turn into like, just go kill them. And in fact, at one point they were going to, from a helicopter, dump stuff on us that could have killed us.
That's scary.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, because we were traveling around in a van.
Yeah.
And they could have thought of doing anything.
Yeah, you know what we could do? We could drive them off the side of the road. It was really weird, that whole experience, but and it was weird. I was real paranoid that day, I remember, because we're doing this really good show for Cleveland, and we're out there in the streets and celebrating the fact we're #1, and thousands and thousands and thousands of people showed up. I don't even know how many.
Everybody was there to have a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where David Lee Roth came and sang, remember?
Yeah, it was fun.
It's amazing.
And then, really gay radio stations, we got to go get them. At one point, we had like a big tombstone for the funeral.
Right.
And they tried to hire the guy who made the tombstone to write, Howard Stern on the tombstone. And they'd spent a fortune, and it was like, wow, these guys really must hate my guts.
Yeah, and so they got a little overzealous in their efforts.
Yes. Yeah. Yucko's doing a celebrity interview as he continues to try to get John's job. Yucko checking in with a big Gary the Retard phony phone call yesterday. Yep.
I was going to say, on that Cleveland thing, they had a meeting, and one of the big ideas was they were going to have a helicopter come over the funeral and drop a huge amount of water on you.
Yeah, which could, kill you.
Right. I mean, if you're traveling around in a van and somebody all of a sudden obscures the driver's...
No, this was on stage.
This was on stage? Well, that could have still killed us because there's electrical equipment.
Right. It was a whole thing. It was nuts. Anyway, so we'll talk to this guy, Bill. Kid Rock's going to stop by. Next week, Hoobastank, and coming soon, the lovely Beth O. She's promoting her FHM cover, which isn't out yet.
Nice. One of my favorite things a competing radio station tried to do to you once, and the way you reacted to it. Do you remember years ago Z100 ran a contest? If they could get you to say Mel's name, if someone could get you to say Mel Karmazin.
I don't even know about that.
Oh, yeah, because at one point there was a thought that you couldn't mention Mel's name. That was
right.
and that would get you fired.
So Z100 said, if you get Howard to say his name, we'll give you $5,000. And you somehow found out about it. He said, the first guy who calls up, I'll just say it and get the money from him.
Yeah, I ruined their contest. I said, well, I'm allowed to say. I mean, what do you mean I'm not allowed to say it? Mel Karmazin.
That was great.
Give me the money.
I said, anybody who wants the money, call right now. You can easily get me to say that.
I called up and he went, Mel Karmazin.
And, yeah, that was the story for a while, that I'm not allowed to say Mel Karmazin. It was always interesting to me. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time talking about Mel Karmazin because I don't think anybody knew him. So they assumed I couldn't.
They thought it was written in your contract that if you mentioned his name, you'd be fired.
I don't know where that came from.
It was a rumor that was just going around.
And it continued to go around, even though after I started saying Mel Karmazin. Didn't matter.
It was Z100, too, and you had the tape of the guy, announcing the contest.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
These are guys who aren't allowed to say anything.
Right.
But that they're allowed to talk about.
Right. Get Howard. This is one name he'll never say.
Hey, you know what? We've proven that Howard has an Achilles heel.
Right. That was their angle. The
Meanwhile, these guys don't even give their real names on the air. Human Newman. Elvis Duran.
Human Newman's good.
Yeah. Cubby. Hey, Debbie Schlussel, we haven't spoken to you in a while.
Yeah, where's she been?
Well, I needed to take a break. Less is more, right?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I would like a lot less of me on this show, quite frankly, like 4 days a week less.
Well, you have a new partner in the land of censorship. They pulled Jimmy Kimmel's show all over the country last night and played a rerun. And they didn't even show him at all here. Apparently, he made some kind of comments about Detroit in his monologue.
Ew, I heard that.
Well, what did he say?
Well, he got I didn't hear his monologue, but the other night they had him on the basket, it's on ABC, the finals for the NBA.
Right, during Sunday night's finals.
Right, during Sunday night's final, they interviewed Jimmy Kimmel to promote his show. And he said, well, we all know, just what you said. He said, we all know that if Detroit wins, the fans will burn down Detroit.
Right.
Well, he said they'll burn down houses. And, in fairness to Jimmy Kimmel, if you drive down the main artery from the suburbs to Detroit right this moment, you'll see there are burned out houses right looking out over the highway.
Oh, my God. In Detroit, there are so many burned out houses.
Right, but apparently that's something you can't say because even the host of the show was like, whoa, when Jimmy said that.
What's the matter with that?
Well, yeah, I think it's ridiculous. They're censoring him, and what happened is he apparently apologized for it, but then last night he said some more things about Detroit. And the general manager of the ABC affiliate here decided she was pulling his show till further notice, and she notified ABC, and ABC decided to pull his show all over the country, and they played a rerun.
What did he say about Detroit afterwards?
I don't know. I would love to see it, but they're censoring him. They wouldn't show it to us.
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
I guess the whole show got yanked.
Well, it's ridiculous. You know, I was laughing to myself. I'm reading the paper today. This is a similar story. There's a wrestler who, you know, a lot of these wrestling guys work over in Germany and Europe and stuff. This wrestling evidently isn't even just popular here.
No, it's everywhere.
There's evidently idiots everywhere who, you know, go crazy for this crap.
Countries where you think they're smart, they're not.
Yeah, right. So there's a guy, a wrestler, who's evidently pretty popular. In fact, you know, when he's wrestling, he goes under one name, and then a lot of times he's on CNBC as a financial analyst, believe it or not.
You're kidding!
No, his name is Layfield. But I guess he goes under, his name is John Layfield, and he goes under the name of, let me see if he has his wrestling name here. I read it real quick. Eddie Guerrero.
That's his wrestling name.
Yeah. So Layfield evidently is like a financial analyst, too, on CNBC, and he was over in Germany wrestling, and he's like the guy who plays the character who's always riling up the crowd. Evidently here in America, he's always taunting Mexicans, and over there in Germany, he was goose-stepping and doing Hitler salutes, which is against the laws there. You know, they're a little sensitive about all that stuff. I don't know why. You know.
They weren't sensitive when they were actually marching people into ovens.
Yeah, I mean, they're sensitive now. They don't want to be goofed on or whatever. So this guy Layfield is going around as part of his character. And by the way, again, these guys, all this stuff's written down for them, what they're supposed to do. They're actors. It's almost so what they've done is they've kicked him off CNBC. He's no longer allowed to be a financial analyst. They fired him from that. And I don't know what else the fallout's going to be for this guy, but that's almost like saying...
The goose-stepping got him kicked off?
Yeah, they didn't like that whole thing. But that's almost like saying an actor who plays a role in a movie you don't like, you want to have him fired. Like if a guy plays a mass murderer, plays Charles Manson.
Ray Fiennes, who played that awful German officer in Schindler's List, then he shouldn't be allowed to do anything.
Yeah, because he's a Nazi, too. It's just weird how crazy it gets. I mean... that stuff's written for those guys.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, Howard, can I say a couple other things in defense of Jimmy? You know, we're having the Super Bowl here in Detroit in 2006. And one of the things that they've decided to do, since there are so many empty, burned out, or vandalized buildings in downtown Detroit, and nobody's there and nobody's taking care of these buildings, they're going to put these wrappers around the buildings so you can't see inside of them. And in addition to that, the station that censored him, they're not even located in Detroit. We only have one TV station that's actually located in the city. People are moving out of Detroit in droves, and there are a lot of things to be said for what Jimmy said, and I think all the people here in Detroit should not be up in arms about what he said. What they should try to do is improve the city and change things so he won't be able to say those things.
Yeah, I mean, I worked in Detroit in 1980. What, you know, it's amazing how everyone flees that city. It's just unbelievable, but... everyone's going to pretend there's no problem.
Politically correct crap that the Democrats get into.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say what's really happening.
Right. Well, yeah, if you see what's really happening, you're a racist.
Right.
Or you're
and that's
whatever.
Exactly the reaction Jimmy got on Sunday. The guy was like, whoa.
Yeah, he said, that's my home state you're talking about. Wasn't that Mike Tirico?
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen to this. Our mayor, we have this mayor, well, I shouldn't say we because I don't live in Detroit, but in the city they have this mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick. They call him the hip-hop mayor. He rides around. He has more bodyguards than any other mayor in the United States of America. And he rides around in his coterie of SUVs, and he goes to the clubs. And there's a whole investigation going on, whether he had this party with strippers at the mayoral mansion and whether his wife allegedly assaulted a stripper, and the stripper was later killed in a drive-by shooting. And he fired the deputy police chief of Detroit who was investigating this whole thing.
Wow.
And yesterday he was quoted in the Detroit Free Press as saying, "What is it with you white people?"
Why are you always looking into stuff?
Kwame Kilpatrick is your mayor?
Yeah. The hip Kwame the Kingpin Kilpatrick, the hip-hop mayor.
Kwame the Kingpin Kilpatrick.
So the people of Detroit didn't learn anything from Washington, D.C., is what you're saying.
Well, you know, the thing is, Washington, D.C. is improving. Exactly. And Detroit is not improving. They keep putting in all of this money to redevelop the downtown. And you go to the downtown, any other downtown in this country, in the middle of the day, the streets are packed with people going to lunch. You go to Detroit, and nobody's there. It's like a ghost town.
Oh, yeah. I live there. Hey, by the way, I have the name of the wrestler is Bradshaw. It's so complicated, this story, but the guy he was fighting is Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, okay.
Well, whatever. Who cares? I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, Debbie. No one wants to talk about the fact that Detroit is, you know, no people do business there. No people want to walk through there.
And everybody knows what happens every time one of the sports franchises wins a championship.
Well,
nobody knows that there's fires lit.
In 1984, when the Detroit Tigers won the World Series, I was there. I was at the game. Me and my cousin went up because a friend of our family got us tickets. And afterwards, it was the scariest thing I've ever walked through. They were turning over cars and lighting them on fire.
Right. And then what's the night around Halloween?
Devil's Night.
Hell
which
night.
They now are calling Angel's Night. And they've managed to take it from like 100-something fires on that night to like less than 20 fires on that night. But there's still fires being lit in all these houses around the city. And by the way, a lot of those houses that are set on fire are these crack houses that the mayor of Detroit refuses to tear down. One of the local papers has this thing called the Abandoned Structure Squad, where every week they show all these burned out abandoned buildings and houses.
Right. All right, Debbie, I got to go. It's so ridiculous that Jimmy...
Let's take it off the air.
From the whole country, Howard.
Yeah.
The whole country could not hear what Jimmy had to say.
Well, I'm telling you, free speech is out the window. It gets worse and worse. People are all worried. Although, who put his foot in his mouth?
Who?
Was I just read the story 2 seconds ago, and I was going to read it again before I commented on it. But Larry Bird, did you read about that?
Oh, what did he say? I was going to bring that up yesterday.
Birdman said, this is nuts, though, man. He goes, well, basically, and I'm paraphrasing. He's saying basically that the NBA needs a couple of more white players.
White stars.
White stars, he goes, because, it'd be more interesting, because who watches basketball the most is white people.
Right, the fans are white.
And it'd be really good if there was some white players like we used to have on the Celtics. It was a nice mix.
No,
because
he said stars specifically, because they're white players, but they're no real stars.
He said, but of course it's a black man's game, and, so.
And it's always going to be that way.
Now.
Well, but on the other hand, Howard, if it was a black basketball player, a black basketball coach or GM that had said that, I think they would have gotten away with it. I mean, after all, remember what
I don't agree with you on that.
No, that's not. She's absolutely right, because Magic Johnson agreed with him.
Yeah,
well, not only that, Isaiah Thomas had said something about Larry Bird when he was playing for the Celtics. He said, well, if he was a black guy, he'd be just another athlete. But since he's a white guy, everybody's hyping him up. And Isaiah Thomas got away with that.
The other thing that Larry Bird said was that it used to piss me off when I was playing that they let a white guy guard me. It's disrespecting my game.
Right.
He was really out there, but he was talking about how he feels. So what?
Yeah, well, I just think that... I don't know. There's so much concentration on race with sports
Well,
and
in
all that.
sports,
Like, you know,
though,
just go watch the game.
Well, remember what Charlie Ward said about Jews? How many Knicks games did he sit out for that?
None.
Well, wait, that's a whole... Exactly. Well, that's the truth, but that's a whole different story.
Well, I think there's a double standard. I think, watch, there's going to be a lot of hype about Larry Bird saying this, and he's going to be in big trouble, a lot bigger trouble than a lot of the black athletes who say racist statements.
But I can show you the article that Magic Johnson said exactly the same thing that Larry Bird said.
And nobody cared.
Nobody's talking about
Well, that's a
Magic
good point, then.
Johnson. They're talking about Larry Bird.
Sports is the great equalizer, though, because if a good white guy comes along, he'll play. If somebody's good,
But
they'll be on a
he was
team.
just saying there need to be some stars.
Let me hear what Jimmy Kimmel had to say.
Get them from.
I don't know. It's so early in the morning. It's just too hard for me to figure out.
Howard, I would love to hear, Howard, if you can get Jimmy Kimmel to tell us what he said last night. I'd like to know what he had to say. I'm tired of censorship.
Howard, there's fire in Detroit. The hip-hop mayoral candidate came back with a drive-by shooting. Detroit is in
All right, let's listen to... This is Jimmy from the radio show, or whatever he was on, the TV show.
The Sunday night show?
Yeah.
Well, we're be honest, this isn't just a plug. I have nothing really to say. I'm glad the Lakers are winning because, I mean, besides the fact that I'm a Laker fan, I realize that they're going to burn the city of Detroit down if the Pistons win. It's not worth it.
Hey, that's my home state. Be careful.
What's wrong with saying that?
Nothing. He was making a joke, and you should have heard the chill. Nobody wanted to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Boy, oh boy.
And like I said, Howard, drive down the Lodge Freeway to Detroit from the suburbs, and you'll see burned-out houses, a lot of places. I'm sure they'll tear them down before the All-Star game next summer.
Honey, we don't need proof that that there are fires
We've
set.
been watching Detroit burn for a long time.
I think it doesn't even make a difference who wins or loses. It's still going to be fires.
Yeah, if they lose, it might be worse.
All right, Debbie, you got to go.
Thanks, Howard.
Right. Debbie Schlussel checking in.
They do have a chance of losing in Detroit.
That's
right. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I got so much funny stuff today I got to get to. I'm in the news. Everyone's in the news. Oh, I hope they don't take Jimmy down for that. That's just dumb.
I know.
I think he'll be all right.
You don't know. You know, I wonder what his ratings are like and whether they can, you know.
Yeah.
His ratings aren't good, so they'll probably take him off just because
That's what I'm saying.
it's a
They'll
good
make
excuse.
it look like the reason he's being taken off.
Oh, you know, that would be so lame if they do something like that. It's so unfair to him. It'd make him look like he's a racist or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, you're on the air. Take a couple of phone calls and we got to quickly get to commercial. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, now, Howard.
Hey, now, brother.
I just want to talk to you about that WWE guy. His name is actually John Bradshaw Layfield. He's basically his whole character is he's like a racist character.
Right.
And he did this whole Nazi thing, and they fired him from CNBC, but he's still a WWE wrestler. I think it's kind of weird, though, like the whole situation, because his whole character was he would go on SmackDown, which is on UPN, which is like on national television, and he would go on making fun of the Mexicans saying they're coming on the raft, and he would say all these like really racist things. So I don't know why they're making a big deal out of that, doing that in Germany.
Well, taunting Germans with Nazi salutes, I'm all for that. I mean, I haven't.
CNBC has a problem with it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the you know, I don't know what the script called for, but walking around a ring reminding Germans of Nazis isn't necessarily a bad thing.
You should always be reminded of that every once in a while.
I don't know what he's saying about Mexicans and what's that about, but how come CNBC didn't fire him for that? He's playing a part.
Right. He's been racist for a long time here.
He's playing the part of a racist. That's like saying an actor who plays the part of a Ku Klux Klansman shouldn't be allowed on CNBC. It's ridiculous.
And this is a guy who's like a main eventer in WWE, like a main event guy wrestling for the main titles and stuff.
Well,
I'm just shocked that he was a financial person as well.
I'm just wondering if he can help me
out. Stock market.
I'd like to get in on some of those IPOs.
Right.
It's like in Vegas. In Vegas, I was playing the character of a drunk. It doesn't mean I'm a drunk.
Yeah, exactly. People think you're for real.
I'm a good actor.
Yeah, people want to slap you in AA. You're just playing a character.
I mean,
Right.
Jesus.
Thanks, Howard.
Thanks, buddy. All right.
This country, you have 10 or 11 scotches, and everyone wants your car keys right away.
OJ thinks you're funny.
Thanks, OJ.
Hey now. Anybody there? John? No, John, huh? It's not working out well. My phone call segment is moving slowly.
Hello, hello.
Moving slowly.
Hello,
I'm so tired. I can't even, like...
From your dream.
Yeah, I'm just exhausted. So, like, I'm trying to find the phone calls, and I'm like, oh, who cares? I'll just sit here.
Including your dream and watching Last Comic Standing, you saw 5 hours of stand-up.
Hey, I watched something good on TV.
What is good on TV these days?
I'll tell you what was good. I'll tell you, I'll give him a plug. I watched a show that someone taped for me, one of the guys who works in my office. He taped the show on Sci-Fi Channel. And, they do, like even networks now, they don't do a lot of original movies for TV.
Right.
But Sci-Fi Channel's doing 5 nights. It's the science fiction thing. I've only seen the first night.
You mean they have a marathon series going on?
Yeah, it's 5 nights, and it's called 5 Days Till Midnight.
Mm. Oh, is that the one where there's there's terrorists? No?
No. This is a movie with a guy, I forget the dude's name, too. You know him, but Randy Quaid plays a cop in it, too.
Uh-huh.
There's a guy whose wife is dead. He's raising his daughter, and he's got a girlfriend and stuff. And all of a sudden, he goes to visit his wife's grave on the anniversary of her death. And this this briefcase from the future appears at the gravesite and has a folder in there that is his murder folder. He's been murdered 5 days from now, and he's got to figure out. First, they think it's his fate.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, have I heard promos for this? Now I know what you're talking about.
And it's pretty good,
Cool.
And if someone hadn't taped it for me, I'd never watch it. And I go, man, this is a really good TV show, and it's on Sci-Fi Channel. Who the hell watches that?
That's why you can't find it.
I know.
Because now you're saying it. I'm like, yeah, I heard promos for a guy who's got to figure out how he was killed, and he learns 5 days before.
Yeah.
And he's trying to prevent his own murder.
He's trying to prevent his own murder, and it's kind of cool, and everything's coming true, and he can't seem to stop it,
That sounds like a cool...
I would watch that. I didn't even know where it was.
Yeah, it's good. What can I tell you? So, and the Sci-Fi Channel evidently is like they have a Stargate. You know that movie Stargate?
Right.
Like they have a movie based on that they produced, but I mean I've never seen it because who the hell's going to find that?
Well, there was a whole TV series I never watched.
Exactly. I mean, it might have been good. I don't know, because it's on Sci-Fi. I don't know. This thing, if someone hadn't taped it for me, I wouldn't even know it was good.
Yeah, how many days are they in? Yeah. Now I'm missing it.
Hey, Mike, you're on the air.
What's up, Howard? Listen, last night on the E! Show, man, Alanis Morissette, but she was good, but they didn't play her song. She didn't play any music.
I know that sucks.
We can't even get the music when the artist is here singing it?
You see, we have this weird thing going on, and I'm not even sure how to get it solved. It would be really nice every other television show I watch, an artist comes on, like the Counting Crows were on Bob Costas and stuff. They go on, and you see their musical performance.
Right.
On my show, I guess we say we need them to sign a release saying that we own the show, we own the performance, and stuff like that. I think that, I don't know if I have a right.
Is that so you can't tape it in the future and put it out on a video or CD or something?
Yeah, they don't, and we say to them, well, we're not going to put it out on a video, but we need to know that we can air the show some other time. Otherwise then you start having, this one says, well, I want to change the release, and I want to change the release. So, I don't know. It works into this whole rigmarole, and all I know is we never can have music on.
So what are the other people saying?
I don't know.
That we're not.
I don't know. I swear to you, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me,
Because that's sad.
There's got to be a way that you could do it.
Well, if everybody else has figured it out, how come we can't?
I was kind of looking forward to seeing her sing on your show, It's like, And then all of a sudden, the two guys come walking out, to put the guitars back in their cases, and show's over.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's very weird. Yeah.
I think I know the answer to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we talked about it before. Most shows, like, say Letterman, right?
Right.
You pay for a 1 or 2 or 3 time usage.
Right.
And then every time after that, they have a huge staff, and there's a person that works there whose job it is, if you want to repeat the show, to go back and negotiate that money again for the 4th or 5th or 6th time.
Right. We don't have a staff.
We don't have that staff. So we ask for it all right up front, which is very expensive. And I guess they don't have the money to pay for that, because if you say a one-time usage, it's maybe it'll cost you $2,000 a song. But what we want might cost you $20,000.
But wouldn't it have been good for Alanis Morissette to waive that? Because then we would...
She doesn't always have that because... the artist doesn't always own their publishing. And sometimes the artist wants it. I've had situations where the artist has begged his own publisher to waive the fee, and the publisher goes, no, because when you own publishing, it's like owning a building.
See, I thought they were afraid that we were going to release it on a video or something.
I think that's part of it, too. But mostly it's more about the publisher wants their money.
So it still has to be paid for, even if...
Yeah, I don't know how it all works, and then I know my agent's involved in that, and he's helped me with the release forms that people have to sign, and then he has gotten involved, and it's just one big mess, so I don't know.
It's a drag.
It's a drag. I mean, it's stupid.
Or she might only partially own it, if she does, and you can't make
But it sounds like the publishing...
Well, wouldn't that be great promotion for her? I mean, your radio show's great, but a lot of people watch the E! show, so that's great promotion for her.
Of course, and she knows that, but what's weird for us is we're afraid... Well, we take the show, we run it 2 times or whatever, they say, and then, like, sometime in the future, 5 years from now, we run it on E! and they go... You son of a bitches, you're trying to steal from us. You pay for the 3rd usage.
Not only that, somebody won't catch it the first time.
Right, and I know
They'll
our
catch
staff...
it the 500th time, and they'll owe them $1 billion.
Yeah, and I know our staff, we ain't going to be keeping track of that crap. We don't have anybody in place. I'm telling you, we do this whole show on a shoestring. I mean, no one knows anything. None of us are TV professionals. We don't know any of the laws or rules. So as a result, we just don't put anything, like that on. We don't even have, like, a lawyer who tells us what to do. It's like a joke. My whole operation's a joke.
Right. That we're on TV is lucky.
It's a miracle. Anything's on there. I'm sure that I'm in violation of something every night. You know what I mean?
It's the best thing on television, Howard. That's all I have to say.
Thanks.
You're the best, bro.
I'm sorry you couldn't see that.
Yeah,
that was cool. She was hypnotic doing that thing.
It was such a good performance.
Would have sold a lot of records for her, too, because she did her new song. It was really good.
But a lot of the performances we have in here are good.
Yeah.
And then, like, the next day, she's on the Today Show, and they're showing it,
Yeah, they're singing away.
Right.
Marlon.
Manacha la cuarta.
I gotta go.
Okay, later, Howard.
All the lawyers here tell you is what you can't do.
Yeah, there's a list of things they can't do.
That's all we know, what we can't do.
Yeah. All I know is I was going to have in Johnny... What's the guy's name from that MTV show where you do whack that crap to yourself? Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Years ago, I was going to have Johnny Knoxville on before he got famous. He sent me a letter saying he wanted to stun gun his balls on my show. So I was like, hey, that sounds pretty funny, seeing some dude stun gun his balls. So I said, Tom, hey, we got this guy who wants to come on and stun gun his balls.
That was the mistake.
Yeah, well, I had to go to him because there was some sort of question about it. And normally I wouldn't even go to him. He goes, I check with the lawyers, we can't do this. What if he blah, 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 and what if he stun guns his balls and his balls fall on, blah, blah, blah. I go, all right, well, if I can't do it, but it seemed like pretty cool, and the guy does it all the time. Next thing I know, a year later, the dude's on MTV, stun gunning his balls. He's doing everything.
Got a whole show based on it.
And somehow their lawyers figured out that the guy could stun.
And he says?
I don't. Then he goes, I'm sure, I'm sure we could have done it. You never talked to me about it. It's like crap like that. I'm going, okay. I just don't understand our show. We have more laws for our show than anybody in the television business.
This is the most regulated show.
It is.
On earth.
Well, Tom told me we got a whole bunch of new FCC stuff coming down the pike. All right. Hey, listen, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
What does the Howard Stern Show mean to you?
Hi, this is Robin Quivers, and what the Howard Stern Show means to me is thumbing your nose at convention and getting to keep my big house.
The Howard Stern Show. It means so much to so many. 95X.
Kill bad boy Howard Stern.
No offensive.
Howard Stern.
Oh, yeah. Hey, now. Not to throw Alanis Morissette's management under the bus, but Robin Brzezinski was telling me she called a whole bunch of times. Alanis Morissette's management. It's saying, hey, we'd like to pay you guys or something, figure out how to air the performances. And they never got back to her.
Really?
Yeah, so who knows? That's what she says. But what can I tell you?
She did sound good that day.
Hey, talking about J-Lo and this Mark Anthony guy, which I think is real funny. I mean, it's always funny to watch mentally ill celebrities. I mean, I would sure if the psychiatrist,
got a hold of him.
Got a hold of the two of them. And I like this guy.
They can fill up a case book.
This guy, Mark Anthony, no one ever thinks about him, but he made a good career move. He dumped his wife and got in with J-Lo, and now he's getting tons of attention. Like, now he can get booked on every show, but he won't go on any of the shows and talk about his marriage to J-Lo. He wants privacy. So listen to this. He's on The View. Look at
so
this.
you did The View as well.
Yeah. Oh, everywhere. And, let's face it, the reason he's doing all these shows is because he married J-Lo. No one cares about his ratty music.
Well, isn't it interesting that he married J-Lo just at the same time a new album was coming out? Very smart marketing.
So wait a second. But listen to him on The View. Very, very serious. Very serious guy. Listen to this, and then I'll make a point.
I saw you on a morning show this morning,
and notice Star Jones isn't even allowed to say.
She's going to do the whole Matt Lauer thing, too, where you're not going to actually say what you want to say.
Right. I saw you on a morning show today, and you wouldn't talk about. It's amazing. She won't even mention what morning show. It's the Today Show.
you were so circumspect and so private.
That's a big word.
You've made some choices about how you plan to handle the news of the weekend. You want to share it with us?
I'm just going to continue to live my life the way I always have, you know.
You won't get married now. You can't live it quite as you want.
I'm extremely private, in the way of privacy,
okay.
you know.
Yes.
Just, I've always been just so private, and so I've kept what's mine, and I live my life, you know, I keep my life just at least 5 feet in front of me. You know, I don't let outside influences in, and I'm
you're
just
private.
very, extremely protective of it as well.
Yeah.
Extremely protective. It's so destructive.
How do you plan to continue to keep this privacy when, wham, on every newspaper, every magazine, every radio station, everywhere? How do you
It's
plan
so
to do
hard
that?
for me to you know, understand this what is to me the morbid fascination with celebrity and stuff like that. I never wanted to be a celebrity. I've always said that. Celebrity is a very, very, you know, it's its own universe. And I just want to sing. I want to do I want to work on my music. I want to make my movies. That's all I want to do. I understand, you know, the interest, but I really don't understand the fascination with it. My life is my life. That's the only thing I have.
All right, so I went back and did a little research. So when this guy married Missy Universe, he had In Style magazine cover his second marriage. I think he sold the pictures of his second marriage to In Style magazine.
Absolutely.
He doesn't understand celebrity. And he also, I don't remember. I've got a 4-page article in front of me. I don't remember my point. It's the, and then I guess and I don't remember, but he built a house, or he had a house, and he invited another magazine in to photograph his house.
Right, keeping it secret, keeping it private.
Yeah, this is the guy who keeps his private life 5 feet in front of him so he can protect it. So, on 2 occasions now, he's invited people into his home to cover his home and to cover his second marriage.
Yeah, he had a magazine cover the marriage.
Yeah. Once more, with feeling, singer Mark Anthony and his wife Diana Torres say "I do" for a lavish, fun-filled ceremony in their beloved San Juan, Puerto Rico. And then they've got all the pictures and, you know. I don't know if he sold the pictures. They got the story.
But it's so
Are
funny.
there pictures with this? I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yes, I'm
but
sure that InStyle doesn't do
photos.
it without photos.
5 colored photos. So, what's he talking about? All of a sudden, now he's all private.
But he ran from his wedding to appear on TV.
He doesn't understand the fascination with celebrity.
Right. I never wanted to be a celebrity. That's the best thing.
Just wanted to marry one.
I just wanted to be famous.
So the guy is just
Because he can
wacky.
sing his music on a corner and, you know, sitting on a stoop.
Yeah, and get a job as a construction worker.
And what movies has he done? He said he wants to do his movies.
He's always like, you know, some guy in the movie. He's
Is he
never had a
really?
hit part. Yeah, he was even in Man on Fire recently with Denzel Washington.
I didn't even know that.
But, yeah, I mean, they don't trumpet that because nobody's coming to a movie to see him.
All right, here's big news. Benji received a letter from John the Stutterer, who says, "I'm writing to let you know that I am withdrawing from the Get John's Job contest."
What?
Howard Stern exclusive.
What are you talking about?
There's almost no way I could deal with the stress of a daily job. I think Howard is well aware of this. I certainly want to die, but I don't want to have a stroke due to a rise in blood pressure.
So he realizes that he can't handle it.
But if he so wants to die, well, why not die doing this?
He doesn't want to stroke out. He's determined how he wants to die.
He's overwhelmed by depression and loneliness.
And this would solve it, I think.
I lack the required motivation to work.
Oh.
Quite frankly, I feel like jumping in front of the Broad Street subway. Ultimately, I lack the courage to do so. Well, thank God. In my humble opinion, Dan, AA, or Shuley should get the job. Each of them is funny and, most importantly, would work hard.
So he's throwing his support to 3 other people.
Take care, Benji. I wrote this to Benji. You're a great guy and an integral part of the show.
Oh, he doesn't know Benji.
Very underrated.
I think Benji wrote this letter.
It was weird. Like, he puts his name on the back of the letter. He writes sincerely, and then he puts over with an arrow, and his name is on
And
the
then
back.
the name is on the back?
Yeah, just some obsessive-compulsive thing where his name has to appear on the back of the letter.
Yeah, I thought
That's no
we
judgment.
might be doing a little, asking him a little too much.
Yeah, it was way stressful.
Come on, John, cheer up.
Yeah, dude.
You did a great week.
Yeah, he's just, you know what else? He might be on disability. If he shows him he can work, then they're going to throw his ass right off of it.
Oh, maybe that's true.
Then he'll really be depressed.
Well, that's an argument I'd accept.
Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't he write that?
Yeah.
That's something you can understand.
Enough said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, John.
Well, all right, John. Well,
It goes, my name is Kid Rock. I wear tube socks. I tell time on the clock.
what else is in the news?
Wow. What was he thinking?
That was about to get good.
I'm endlessly fascinated by the fact that OJ's out doing interviews. So he was on Court TV last night.
Oh, yeah, I had a whole bunch of OJ stuff today I didn't get to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry you didn't.
Catherine Cryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got great stuff.
Oh, boy. Well, I have just a few snippets. Maybe we can long form it tomorrow, then.
All right.
On June 12th of 1994, of course, that was the day that Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were killed. And O.J. is running around the country doing interviews. O.J., of course, was accused and later acquitted of those murders. He told Court TV's Catherine Cryer that that day would be of no particular interest to him had it not been for being dragged into court and constantly reminded of the murders of his ex-wife and her friend, D3.
If it wasn't for the media, if I wasn't blamed, I probably would have trouble remembering June 12th. But obviously, it's impressed on my memory because I hear it all the time, and because of what the trial and all.
Yeah, if we hadn't dragged him
Why
through
did you have to do that trial? Because then I wouldn't even think of that day.
Yeah, I know the trial's the only reason you remember that day.
And he was interviewed about why he's willing to give interviews. He says it's to keep the media at bay. D4.
I think it's worked to some degree that if I did 1 or 2 interviews that, and they know that that exclusive title was gone, maybe it would deflect some of the attention from my house and family, and it appears to have worked.
Wow.
It's working.
He's amazingly well thought out. And here he describes explaining to his children that their mother was dead. D5.
What was really tough back then is that my kids didn't want to go, you know. And I recall, as I said...
you didn't want to go where, the funeral?
To his house, I think.
Oh.
The first night I was with him after I got back from Chicago, and all Sydney wanted was me to read her a story before she went to bed, and Justin was playing some kind of game that was there.
Yeah, I got to play the long form of that.
Yeah, see,
that's too good.
We don't have much.
Sidney began to beat me. My son was in hysterics. They said to me, Daddy, why'd you kill Mommy? That's the real story. Guess the kids never even brought it up. They're afraid to.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid.
I'd clam up about it.
To this day, my dad's 81 and I'm 50, and I'm afraid to bring stuff up to my dad.
And he hasn't killed anybody.
No, not that I know of.
Just imagine you got a pretty sneaking suspicion that he can commit murder.
I have a million questions for my dad, but...
Shut up! Sit down!
I don't want to hear that.
Shut up! Shut up!
So anyway, yeah, O.J.'s... I hope that was his last interview.
Yeah.
We are in the 2-day mourning period that we're going to have for former President Ronald Reagan. His body arrived in Washington yesterday.
Yeah, it really ruined primetime television.
I know. Did you watch that?
Yeah, because I was trying to watch the comedian show, and they had delayed the whole thing with Ronald Reagan. I didn't know he was that important.
Well, I didn't know we had to watch him roll down the street.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind watching maybe a retrospective of his life, but it's just this flag-draped coffin. And a very depressing Nancy Reagan, the size of a pear. And you're staring at a box.
Carrying her in their pocket.
And the friggin' news channels are trained on this box like he's going to pop out like a jack-in-the-box.
Right, like something's going to happen.
It's goddamn funny, actually, but, I mean, who could sit there and watch it? It's so friggin' boring.
Well, you have to know that those were actually a pair of the president's favorite boots in the stirrups of the riderless horse.
Oh, is that what was going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they describe everything in minute detail.
The puss on the boots.
But what...
By the way, you know,
what?
Nancy Reagan made a statement saying she wished George Bush would change his stand on stem cell research, so, you know.
That's not going to have any effect on him.
No.
Yesterday...
In fact, he sent Laura Bush, his clone,
right,
to the press to make a statement about it because he didn't have the balls to disagree with Nancy Reagan on TV.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, she came out.
Yeah.
And said, you know, her father died of Alzheimer's. It's not like she hasn't been touched, and she's not for stem cell research being expanded.
Yeah. You know what? Screw her father. You know, just because Laura Bush is a psychotic woman who doesn't care that her father died of Alzheimer's, I mean, I don't have to care about my father dying of Alzheimer's? What a psychotic statement. You know, my dad had Alzheimer's, and you shouldn't care either.
If I'm willing to let him go,
You have to let your dad
willing
go.
to let your dad or your husband go, too.
Right. I only pray that George Bush gets Alzheimer's.
Then
And
she'll be scrambling for some stem cells. She'll be grabbing everybody's.
yeah. She looks and sounds like the Stepford wives. That buttoned-up conservative suit, the blank expression, and the heartless statement about Alzheimer's. No, wow. How evil and cold-blooded. I can't imagine those two having sex. Must sound like a dryer full of pots and pans. She doesn't even want women who have been raped or have serious complications with their pregnancies to have abortions.
No.
Because according to her, it's morally wrong.
It didn't happen to her, so.
She's married to one of the most immoral people in the freaking world. One of the most immoral families in the world. And she decides what is moral and what isn't moral for women. But the only thing you can pray for is that the Bush twins get knocked up by a Crip and a Blood. And then we'll see what Laura Bush's stand on abortion will be. I guarantee you somehow she's going to find a way to get those black babies out of her white children. I guarantee it.
It's really, all jokes aside, to see what they are doing behind the scenes, when you're an immoral person, it's easy to make business decisions that hurt a lot of people. And then keep a smile on your face and say, but I believe in Jesus. I pray every day.
Yeah. Really, man. An imaginary friend. And by the way, when you pray to an imaginary friend, all the children that you're supposedly giving birth to because there's no abortion, they get helped by imaginary people.
Right. Because there's nobody there.
Yeah. Now, by the way, the FCC's been very diligent in taking your tax money and going after me. They're doing a good job.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to be worried about children? And wasn't that program having something to do with children and their education, but they couldn't get it together?
Yeah. Are you talking about the $100 million they wasted?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were going to put Internet. The FCC was in charge of a not-for-profit organization that would put the Internet in poor kids' schools.
Mm-hmm.
So they've wasted $100 million and there's no Internet anywhere.
Right. So they really do care about your kids. You can trust that argument.
No, well, they would care, but they're taking junkets to Las Vegas to go speak to broadcasters because that's important. Laying out what's clean and what isn't.
And getting the pictures taken with the stars.
Yeah. You can go on Colin Powell Jr., Michael Powell's website, and you'll see him there with Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder and Mickey Mouse.
Unfortunately, you can't because there's no Internet in your school.
Right.
Meanwhile, Nancy Reagan gets praise and very high marks in the press for handling this grieving of hers very well. Did you see that? Everybody's commenting on, Nancy is handling this so incredibly well. She's doing a fine job of managing her grief. Everybody's congratulating her on, I don't know what she's supposed to be doing, but they think she's doing a fine job of it. She managed to do the right thing.
They're saying she's classy, I think, because she didn't rip her clothes off and get naked in front of the casket.
Right, or fall into the grave or something. But, isn't this what most people do? They sort of walk around
Yeah, why is she
looking
so classy?
sad?
Well, she's barely moving.
The New York Post said she was handling it very classy.
Yeah.
And I went, well, what is she doing? That's classy. She's doing, she's not jumping up and down yelling, yippee.
Right.
But they aren't the first. I've heard other people saying, yes, she's handling this really, really well.
She's mourning her husband.
Hey, Scott, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing? I'm calling from South Florida. We missed you down here, but I want to let you know we got some new guys here. And I was listening to them this morning, and the very first segment they had was the segment with all the retarded songs, and they're looking for the Jennifer Hathaway. That was a big part. So I just wanted to keep listening.
That's good. Clear Channel fired me down there so they could put in some clones.
Well, it gets better. The second segment was with Mr. Skin. Mr. Skin's never been in South Florida, according to them, and according to Mr. Skin.
Yeah, Mr. Skin, huh?
Then it even gets better still. listening is their whole group, they're all going to Hard Rock Cafe in Vegas as their show, and they're going to do their show live from the Hard Rock in Vegas.
You got to be kidding. Now you're pulling our leg.
Nope. And it even gets better. Now they need to talk to, what's his name, who used to be in the mob from that movie that you always have on?
Henry Hill?
Yeah, he's going to be on the show next.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
amazing.
Unbelievable.
I was listening to it. I couldn't believe it. So you're still here in South Florida. You just have a squeaky voice now, and there's two males.
Yeah, and by the way, not only are they ripping me off, but Clear Channel won't even pay me what they owe me from my contract. Not only are they taking my show and raping it. I don't even want to talk about it. Nathan, you're on the air.
Hey, now. Listen, I was out west yesterday, and I was listening to in a gas station, and there was a radio on, and on the news, they're like, Howard Stern arrested for rape, and they're like, no details released. And they didn't say any of this no joking crap. I don't know if...
Well, the New York Post put a big fake headline the other day that I was arrested for rape.
Yeah.
And I didn't know they were the Onion, but where was this?
This was just near the border of D.C. and Washington.
What was the name of the radio station?
I called the gas station. They said it was Jack they were listening to.
Jack?
It's called Jack. Apparently it's out of Vancouver.
Vancouver?
Yeah.
And they ran a thing that I was arrested for rape?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
well, good. I'll be suing them.
Good, man. And listen, I got to say, this censorship stuff, this FCC, it's junk. And I don't know what these people are doing. Clear Channel is complete evil. And
of course they are.
Man, you got to hell with satellite, man. You got to come up to Canada and do your show.
Oh, Canada's worse. Canada threw me off. I was on 2 stations there with high ratings. #1 show. They threw me off because people were saying racial things.
They threw you off?
Yeah, dude. I was on in Montreal and in Quebec. No, Montreal and Toronto.
Like, we don't it's not even on cable. Like, on basic TV, they show, like, full frontal nudity.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to talk about race. Dude, your government's just as bad as this.
Oh, the whole francophone thing they're pretty sensitive about, too.
You can't even say retard in Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
All right, later.
But, yeah, I'm a big fan of the show, and I got to say, can you put it, like, so it's broadcast live on the net? I got to download it every night off a peer-to-peer site just to listen to it.
Well, no, that's wrong. I mean... finish the news, Robin. Everyone's making me nuts.
Your head's going to explode.
I just went out. Peer-to-peer, whatever that is.
I don't know what that is.
Peer-to-peer. I'm going to jump off a pier. It's great. I'm working for a living. I don't put out my show for free. God damn it.
Little Nicky Caruso is about to get out of jail.
Who cares?
He'll be released today. And they say as a result of his release, the Gambino crime family will now have a new boss.
Good.
But that's only if Junior Gotti doesn't want the job. So we got a real-life Sopranos kind of situation.
I'll take the job.
Here.
Sounds like a good job.
Where, the mob is trying to figure out who should be the new leader now that Big John is gone.
How about Baba Booey?
Well, somebody's got to propose him in the meeting.
He's a full-blooded Sicilian.
What you need, you got to trace it back.
Baba Booey. If I send Baba Booey's resume, you think they'll look at it?
That may be one way to keep the peace. We don't want some war breaking out.
Stop being in the mob now. Everybody squeals on everyone else. It's not like the old days.
No honor.
Yeah, there's no code.
There's no Amirati, whatever that was.
Omerto? What are that?
Omerta.
Omerta.
Cosa Nostra.
There's no Omerta.
What'd you call it, Emirati?
Emirati.
Amaretto?
Amorosa.
There's no Amaretta.
Amorosa.
And there was a horrible case of child abuse that went on right in one of the city shelters. A 3-month-old baby died at the shelter the other day. weighing about 9 pounds 6 ounces. That's less than the baby weighed at birth.
Did he eat baked potato and tomato for lunch?
Watching it play?
Thank you, O.J. O.J. loves it.
No, they say that he had also a lot of bruises and evidence of multiple broken bones, showing that he was the victim of child abuse. The parents have now been charged, but several complaints had been made to the appropriate agencies and social workers, and nothing was done. No red flag went off until the baby was rushed to the hospital yesterday and was dead. They also say this couple is the parents of a 5-year-old who also shows signs of multiple abuse. They say it's the worst case of abuse the city has seen since the Lisa Steinberg case, in which her father, Joel Steinberg, served a number of years in jail.
No one in the shelter. I mean, Lisa Steinberg was, beaten behind at home. What?
Oh, they said they had a packet full of complaints and warnings and, people actually pointing out that they thought something was wrong, but the appropriate people did nothing.
Hi, Marina. You're on the air. Yes, Marina.
Hi.
Hi, Marina.
Howard. Is this Howard?
Yes, it is.
Hi. It's just a constructive criticism. I'm a great fan of yours, and I think you're terrific. But I think you have gone a little bit too far as mentioning something about President Bush's daughter. I think we should leave them out of the picture since, they have
number one, I don't make fun of any president's daughters. When Saturday Night Live and everyone else was making fun of Bill Clinton's daughter and saying things. Let me answer your question.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
I don't attack the daughters, and I don't. I'm using an illustration, however. If something happened to George Bush's daughters where they were raped, and it endangered their daughters' lives to have this the rapist baby, I am telling you, they would find a way to get an abortion for their daughters. Laura Bush doesn't want you. Do you have a daughter?
Absolutely. I have
okay. If your daughter got raped and was raped viciously, violently, and they wanted to get an abortion, wouldn't you want them to get one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, why is it that Laura Bush can tell you you can't get that for your daughter? If she had her way, her and her husband, because they talked to Jesus, so this guy Jesus, who is imaginary, they have decided that you couldn't have that. But I am telling you, if their precious daughters, this is not a disparaging remark about their daughters, but if this happened to their daughters, they would find a way to get an abortion and do it quietly.
I know, and you are right in so many ways. However, I mean, a constructive criticism. Again, I tell you because I love you. But
no, you're not. You don't understand. Listen, I hear your broken English, and I know you're not following what I'm saying.
So I follow.
This is not the same as saying George Bush's daughters are evil girls, or they should.
But you mentioned something like, I hope they get knocked up.
I do. I hope that they get knocked up, raped by Crips and Bloods, because if they do,
no, Howard, it's hard because you have
no, you're not understanding something.
To anybody
you're not understanding something.
Children.
If my daughters were raped by Crips and Bloods, George Bush wouldn't care 2 cents. He would not let me get an abortion.
Would it be all right if they were raped by white people?
Absolutely not.
But why then Crips and Blood?
Because I'm a comedian. I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to get a slot on the last comic standard.
I think there are white Crips and Bloods.
There are white Crips and Bloods. I'm not discriminating.
Sure.
If they got raped by a white Crip, then a Blood. Whatever that is. Listen, let me tell you something. Use a different example. I hope they get pregnant by Mark Anthony.
The Scots, yeah.
And the point is they would find a way to... your daughter wouldn't have a way in George Bush's America. But their daughters would be fine. They're rich.
They go to Europe somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, and maybe it's too strong to say the Crips. How about they get raped by the Ku Klux Klan? How's that? Are you happier with that analogy?
I have.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Already.
How about an Asian Crip and a Jewish blood?
You are crazy, Howard. Okay, have a good day.
Howard, not Howard. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
What's the difference who they were raped? Raped by the Supreme Court.
Well, it was
Sandra
you
Day
who
O'Connor.
decided that rape wasn't good enough. It had to be a Crip or a Blood.
Yeah, it somehow pushed it over the edge. What about if their daughters were raped by the Supreme Court? Sandra Day O'Connor holds them down while Clarence Thomas and Anthony Scalia rape them.
Antonine Scalia.
Antonine.
Oh, yeah.
Antonia.
You had to mention the one black guy on the Supreme Court.
There you go.
Oh my God! 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 Oh my God!
With a Coke can. You understand? I'm making a point.
Right, and your point was it's really horrible to be raped.
And she's right. I don't wish
gang
anybody.
members.
I don't wish anyone to get raped. You understand? But you understand my point. It would illustrate how phony baloney those people are. These so-called religious nuts. It's a joke. And they got to take the Ronald Reagan funerals and tributes off TV and get back to worrying about what's going on over in Iraq. We got to keep our eye on that situation, because if you leave it in the hands of the GW...
Yeah, we're not getting any real news. Now we're getting, presidential burial news.
We're at war right now. We need to keep an eye on that. Don't get distracted.
Reagan's going to stay the same. He's not changing.
Reagan's the same as he was 10 years ago. He's staring at the same wall.
We don't need to keep such a close eye on him. All three networks don't have to dedicate time to that.
Exactly.
Democrat John Kerry has a solid lead over President Bush among voters nationwide, according to a Los Angeles Times poll.
Music to my ears. Thank God.
Kerry, the U.S. Senator from Massachusetts, led Bush by 51% to 44% nationally in a two-way matchup, according to a poll of 1,230 registered voters taken from Saturday to last Tuesday.
It's wonderful news.
So there you go. The figures dropped a little bit if you add Ralph Nader to the mix. In that situation, Kerry drew 48% in the three-way race to Bush's 42%. But that's a clear majority leaning toward Kerry. The pollsters say majority of Americans disapproved of Bush's handling of the economy and Iraq, despite encouraging news on both fronts.
It's just time for a change.
Meanwhile, the president is at some G8. Oh, I've given it a few less numbers than it deserves. G8 conference.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the G8 summit down in Georgia.
Well, at least he's off that ranch.
Sea Island, Georgia is where this meeting has been held. And I guess the interim president of Iraq showed up, and the president seemed overwhelmed with happiness to see him. Here's the president. He won.
All right.
I really never thought I'd be sitting next to a Iraqi president of a free country a year and a half ago.
Well, wait till we leave. I was that guy. I'd head for the hills. I'd run Iraq.
Really.
I'd run Iraq from the United States.
Don't they usually blow up their leaders?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, again, who wants to be the sheriff in Blazing Saddles?
I'd like to see Dick Cheney go be the president of Iraq for a few weeks.
Oh, no. I heard a nasty rumor.
What, a 9/11? He was hiding in a bunker?
No, that wasn't the rumor.
I thought it was nasty.
That because Bush's poll numbers look so bad these days that he's thinking of dumping Dick Cheney and asking Rudolph Giuliani to be his running mate.
Seacrest, out!
No, it's a whole different thing. They're thinking of dumping Bush and putting Dick Cheney in as president. Might as well go straight to the source.
Well, that would be just fine, but no, I heard that they want Rudolph Giuliani, and I say, oh, no. because they need somebody to help improve their poll numbers.
Well, I love Rudy, but I still would not vote for Bush. If Rudy was running for president, then you got a whole other story.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might be ruining his political career if he jumps on that bandwagon.
Right.